All right, that's the big story. What next for Allu Arjun? Lot of developments happened. But going forward, what is it? So getting you all the latest updates on this story. The Hyderabad police interrogated iconic star Allu Arjun regarding the tragic stampede at Sandhya Theatre during the screening of Pushpa 2, which occurred on 4th of December. The incident resulted in the death of a woman called Revathi and left her son, SriTej, injured. Allu Arjun was grilled for nearly 4 hours at the Chikatpalli police station today. Now we are asking some big questions. The cops reportedly asked whether the theatre management had informed Allu Arjun not to attend the event in advance and if he was aware that the police had not granted permission for the premiere show. The police also asked if Allu Arjun or his team had sought permission for the event and whether a copy of that permission is available. News9 has exclusively accessed the CCTV footage capturing the chaotic scenes of the stampede during the screening of Pushpa 2. On your screens right now. Look at the crowds. Look at the crowds. The Chikatpalli police have arrested Anthony, a bouncer employed by the event organizers, identifying him as the main accused in the stampede. Charges of culpable homicide not amounting to murder have been filed against the theatre management, Allu Arjun and his team over the stampede. And to speak more on the issue, let me now go across to my colleague Gautam Shankar, who joins us live. Gautam, thank you for joining the broadcast. Gautam, I think, all said and done, the story that I can see is that Allu Arjun has really cooperated. I mean, he's walked the talk. He, has abided by what the police said, come for questioning. He answered all the questions. But tell the viewers as to what happened at the Chikatpalli police station today, Gautam Shankar.
Yes, good evening, Sudha, and to all our viewers on News9.
Hi.
So, from what we understand here, the questioning went on for nearly 4 hours. That is around 11:15 is when it started, and all the way up until 3 p.m. So, as you rightly informed our viewers, Allu Arjun was very cool, calm, and composed. So, from what we understand happened at the Chikatpalli police station is that Allu Arjun was asked a set of questions regarding the incident that happened at Sandhya Theatre on the premiere of Pushpa 2. And they tried to corroborate events in terms of what police had on record and what Allu Arjun had to say about it. One of the primary questions that was asked, the most important one being here, is that whether he was aware of the death of 35-year-old Revathi when he was in the theatre. So this is the question which could really determine the fate of where this investigation is going to go. But that apart, what we also understand is that one of the conditions that have been imposed during the summons that was issued today is that he has to appear for further questioning as and when required. And the other important point is also that he could be asked to come to Sandhya Theatre once again for crime scene recreation. So the trouble is not all but over. But one thing has to be said that Allu Arjun is taking this whole matter in a very dignified manner, the way he is behaving. And because the movie itself is a super success, it's one of the biggest successes in whole of India right now. But there are no success meets, there are no parties, nothing. He understands that it is a very sobering situation, and he's living up to his name right here.
Also, I want to know before I let you go, Gautam Shankar, that did he come there alone or was he, accompanied by an entourage, as stars are usually?
There wasn't an entourage of fans because the police made sure that that didn't happen. But he was joined in by his legal team, and his father also entered. But strangely enough, his father wanted to leave the police station after dropping his son, but he wasn't allowed to do that. So he also stayed back, and the questioning continued throughout without the lunch break of any sort. But heavy police deployment was there around the police station and everything. So I'll talk to Allu Arjun as well, because during his press conference, he made it very clear to his fans not to act in an uncivilized manner, and they did not do so. They have been very dignified in what they've approached the police here. And
Okay.
right now, it remains to be seen how the case plays out.
Absolutely. Gautam Shankar, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast with the latest on the Allu Arjun case. And ladies and gentlemen, before I move on to the next story, let me say here that no one shall ever forget the death of young Revathi in the Pushpa 2 Stampede, and also send prayers for her son, SriTej. Having said that, like every story, even this story has two sides to it. On the other side of the spectrum is a huge star, and that being Allu Arjun. This may sound trite, but the Sandhya Stampede controversy is something that the law shall take cognizance of, and an important component of that narrative is indeed Allu Arjun. But let's look at the sequence of events here. Allu Arjun was called for questioning today, and he answered every question asked, like my colleague Gautam Shankar just told us. Since the tragic episode, the star has assisted the police in their investigation, has accepted their verdict politely, apologized profusely to the bereaved family for the happenings which were apparently not in his control. So when Allu Arjun asked for people not to judge him any further, is he not right in doing so? Is it not fair that people reserve their chastisement until the legal process is completed? Think about it.